Hey, you made it! I'm so glad you did. Ando here from Happy Life Martial Arts. Welcome to weekly workout number 7. In today's session, we're going to focus on falling, and more importantly, getting back up. Now, if the idea of spending some time on the ground makes you feel uncomfortable, your knees, your back, you just don't want to. Hey, that's exactly why it's so important that we do it. Like it or not, unless you live on the International Space Station, you're going to spend the rest of your life in a relationship with the ground. We can't walk around afraid of the ground, not if we want to feel our full power. So let's have some fun and get down on the ground. Here we go. As always, please take a moment to clear your space. I don't want you to bump your head on anything. Also remember, pick your pace. If you'd like to slow down a little bit, be a little more gentle with your body today, that's just fine. If you'd like to go a little faster, get a few more reps, please do so. One extra tip for today, if you really are concerned about your knees or your back, then why not just go grab a chair or put yourself in front of the couch. All of the moves that we do today can be modified to be done in a chair. I may not always show it, but in general, if we're going to be sitting down all the way to the ground and getting back up, you can do the same thing by just falling into the chair and then getting up from there. Yes, I love a good rhyme. Okay, so if you're all set, I'll put the chair aside for now. Let's get started, but instead of standing like I love to do, let's go right to the ground. All right, so let's just pretend we're standing, but we're not. We're on the ground. Same idea here. I want you just to fill your space. Take a moment and just melt like butter on top of a stack of pancakes and just melt into the ground here. Let your legs relax, your belly, your heart, your head. Just take a moment and connect with the ground. Mother Earth here has your back, literally. So I want you to feel that. When you were very, very small, before you could walk, you were crawling. You and the ground got along just fine. You were great friends. But then you got older, and they encouraged you to get up on your feet and start walking and running. And then the older you got, the less seemly it was for you to be rolling around on the ground. Growing up meant standing up. But that's a big mistake because you can end up older and afraid of the ground. I don't want that to happen to you. So just take a big breath, melt into the ground, say hello to your old friend. And let's never be afraid to find ourselves here again. Take a couple more big breaths. And now, don't fall asleep. Let's wake up. Take your head and just start saying yes. Just start lifting up your head. Feel the weight. Say yes to being on the ground. Good. Now we'll turn our head from side to side. I don't want to say that we're saying no, because that would go against what I just said about saying yes. So just turn your head from side to side. Again, feel the weight of your head. Good. Now relax your head, and let's just start lifting up your feet. You can do that 2 at a time, 1 at a time. Take a little walk. Take a little walk, just to wake up your middle muscles there. Good. We won't do a lot of this today. That's it. Great. Now just gently, let's just sit up. All right. And stick your feet out if you can. And from here, let's just do the same thing. Just look up and down. Just feel your neck getting stronger and longer. Let that pull you up. Nice big breath. Good. Turning side to side, same thing. The neck is often neglected in workouts. I think for martial arts, it's very important that we are in touch with our neck muscles. So you can do this anytime during the day. Please do. Nice. Now, sitting up nice and straight, bring in your feet if you can. Just bring them in and stick them out. Bring them in and stick them out. If you'd like to put your hands down, if that helps you kind of balance a little bit, you feel a little more supported, fine, do that. Maybe you can do it with one hand, one leg. Try it this way now. One leg at a time, just switch them out. Just working some different muscles, maybe. Good. Now let's bring in both feet and have our feet touch each other, like a butterfly stretch. So out and in, out and in. Nice big breaths. Feels good, I hope. Very nice. All right. Again, if you need to support yourself, that's okay. One at a time, same idea with your knee pointing out, that little bit of a hip stretch there. Just bring your foot in and let it reach out. That's all. We're not going to get too fancy with that. All right. Let's get a little fancy with something else, though. Here's what I'd like to do. From here, from a foot in and a foot out, I'd like to start putting a hand on the ground, one hand up, in case there's a bad guy, and just put yourself up on that knee and then sit back down. And then we'll switch our legs and do the same thing on the other side. Just use your hand to support and push yourself up on that knee and then roll it over to your front leg. Let me back up a little bit here. So we're just moving up and then sitting back down. Up and sitting back down. Then again, if you'd like to do this in a chair, that's fine. Then just get up on one leg there and just roll yourself up a bit. Okay? Really focus on softening up your hips and your lower back, your butt. Here come those middle muscles again. We always want to use our whole body, so just start waking up these muscles in the middle. Okay? Now, if you'd like to start doing that without your hands on the ground, then do that. Switch your legs, roll yourself up, come on up. Good. If you'd like to add a little bit of a lunge and really stretch, that's even better. Bring yourself up. Good. Just switching every time because I really hate counting. Bring yourself up. Bring yourself up. Doesn't that feel good? All right. Now, I want you to notice that every time you're sitting down, we're using one of our butt cheeks. Okay? So now let's convert this into a frog squat and sit down on both butt cheeks. So, sitting, pull yourself up so you're on the balls of your feet, and we're just going to trust that our butt is there. Just catch yourself. And then you can fold, come back up to the frog, and then just sit just like that. Try that a few times. Bring yourself up, frog it, sit, put your feet out. Okay? At your pace, whatever feels comfortable for you today. All right? I'm not giving out any medals or trophies at the moment. Maybe someday. Pop it up, frog, sit, pop it up, frog, and sit. Pop it up, frog, and sit. Couple more. Pop it up, frog, and sit. One more. Pop it up, frog, and sit. Ah, that feels good. All right, let's loosen up our back a little bit, just with a simple roll, okay? If you want to start by holding onto your knees and just make this nice, comfortable rocking horse type of movement, then just do that. Now I'm going to start really curling up my body a bit here, and I really want to just feel my spine interacting with the ground. So if you want to close your eyes, sometimes that helps. And just feel how that pressure moves up and down your spine. This is really just like giving yourself a massage. So enjoy this. Relax. Don't fight and say, oh, I don't like this, because then you won't get the benefits. Relax, curl up, make yourself a little smaller, like a ball, and just feel that pressure from your lower back as high as you feel comfortable. I don't want you to hurt your head today, so you don't have to go up on your hair. Let's not let our hair touch the ground, unless you have a ponytail. So just rolling a little bit, feel comfortable with that. Oh, breathe out as you go down. Very nice. Now let's take that and we'll just tip it a little bit from side to side. All right, so just let your legs fall one way. You got your elbows here to help you. Push that a little bit, just gently side to side, and let your legs fall. That's all. Feel that hip. Get that little stretch right at the top. Feel the hip stretch. Just gently. We're not doing anything crazy right now. Maybe later, he says. Okay. Now let's modify this just a little bit. We always want to bring our exercises back to a self-defense context. And I would like you to think about always catching your head. Whether you slip and fall or someone pushes you to the ground, you get punched. If your head is flying towards the ground, I would like you to always have this reaction of catching your head to create some type of buffer between your head and the ground. Now, yes, you can see different martial arts styles practicing break falls, where you'll see slapping of the ground in a bunch of different ways. But for right now, I'd like you just to remember this idea. I never reach for the ground with my arms if I can reach with my butt instead. So when we're doing our frog fall, I'm not turning, slapping the ground, and then letting my butt hit. I'm trying to prioritize that my butt can do it first. And that keeps my hands alive to do a little bit extra to the bad guy. So for right now, let's just modify the rolling by putting our hands behind our heads. Okay? Don't intertwine your fingers. I don't want you to snag your fingers together. So just lay them on top of each other, make a pillow, and just comfortably find yourself rolling back and catching your head. That's all. Like that. Okay? Keep that going. Still feel the massage. Still enjoy the roll. You can still be small, but just give your head a little squeeze here, like you have a helmet. You're carrying this helmet around with you. So if you're falling back, maybe you can prevent whiplash. It's not just a punch that can hurt you. Keep rolling. It's not just the punch that can hurt you. If the punch knocks you down and then your head whips on the ground, that could knock you out. That could crack your skull. So I really like to prioritize catching your head and before it hits the ground. You got that? Now take that same position. You've got your head cradled, and now just tip that to the side. Okay? You still have your elbow to help pop you up a little bit, if you like, but it's in a different position than before. So play with that for a second, just rolling side to side. Nothing fancy here. Nothing fancy here. You can roll back, roll to the side, let your legs carry you over. We're just feeling comfortable again, okay? That's the main idea here. Roll back, roll to the side, just feeling comfortable on the ground. The ground is your friend. I'm telling you, the ground is your friend. Okay, does all that make sense? Now let's take that frog. Let's combine all these things. Take the frog. We'll do the fall all the way into a roll, and then we'll come all the way back up to our knee. So a nice little combination here. Make sense? So start in the frog. And then I want you to sit, catch your head, roll back. And then as you come up, you can put a hand on the ground, put a hand up, and come back up to your knee. All right? So that's the sequence. You can get started if that already made sense. So I'm going to start in the frog, sit, catch your head, roll back up to a knee, get your hands up, and then back. Oop, I skipped the frog there. Great. Try that again, different angle for you. From the frog, sit back, come back up. Good. You feel that? This is very comfortable, right? If you'd like to add a little challenge, try to get up without your hands now. Just for fun and just for the exercise of it. See if you can start on your frog, roll back, and then without your hands on the ground, just come right up. Just come right up. The trick to this will be folding one leg under the other, just like we already did in our warm-up, right? So I don't mean you don't have to roll back and then try to pop up on both feet. It can be done, but that's not really what I want to do today. For self-defense, what I would like to do is sit, catch my head, and then start to create a structure where even if I can get up on a knee, I'm strong, I still have a solid base to fight from. Okay, I don't want to fall back, start getting up like this, and then get caught, punched, kicked, something like that. So for now, just enjoy this feeling. Frog, catch your head, knee on the ground, hands up, and get up from there, okay? That feels good. A couple more. Add a little more stretch into your hip as you get up. Hopefully that feels good. All right, let's shake that out. Cool. All right. See? The ground's not so bad, is it? There's a big idea here. Like I said, when you're a child, you fall all the time. Fall out of trees, for heaven's sakes. And if you watch kids, it's amazing how many tumbles they can take, and they bounce right up. The older you get, the more you go like this. Ah! When you see a child take a tumble off of a scooter, off a bike, you think, oh my gosh, that would kill me. But the child is just fine. Now, part of that is, of course, youthful exuberance and fine tendon strength. The other part of it is, when they're falling, they're not adding fear into the fall. So this would be my challenge to you. Can you train yourself to never fear the fall? Please consider that falling does not mean failing. We've been trained into that as adults. The older we get, if you're falling, you're failing. But for self-defense, falling is possible, and some would say likely. There's no way we can walk around with fear of falling. So enjoy the fall. Take these times every day where you can get to the ground and get back up and just enjoy that process so that if, heaven forfend, you ever did take a violent fall, you're not going to make it worse by adding fear and tension to it. Make sense? Okay. If so, now we're just going to do the same thing from a standing position. So I want you just to think of a standing fall, the same as the frog fall. I just want to bend my knees as quickly as I can if I know I'm going down and find my way to get my butt to the ground. And then I'm going to catch my head wherever that's going and then start working my way back up. So let's add a standing position now. We'll do the same getting up that we've done before. Start up standing. If it starts off easier for you by keeping your feet together, that makes the frog really clear to see. Just drop to the frog, sit, catch your head, then swing yourself back up, and we're ready to go again. One foot in front makes it a little more combative, right? I feel like I'm in my fighting position. Boom, maybe I get hit, maybe I slip. So from here, I start to go down. I know I'm going down. So I get my butt to the ground first, catch my head, and then start finding my structure, get a knee to the ground, and come right back up. So let's start that feeling, okay? Try that. So you're standing, you start to sit, catch your head, swing yourself back up, and here we are. Keep going. Now I just used that phrase, swing yourself back up. What I mean is your front foot, if you're not doing it already, use your front foot like a big axe, like an axe kick if you're in Taekwondo. Chop down with your front leg, and you'll feel that creates some momentum to help get your body up off the ground. Okay? Let's stop for a moment and practice just this. So what I mean is, when you sit down, there's momentum going toward your head, backwards. When you come up, you can create more momentum to help you overcome gravity by chopping down with that leg. One or two. Today I'm chopping with one because I'm trying to keep a knee on the ground. So as I fall back, now I want to create momentum that way. So I'm going to take this leg and chop down. And that creates this beautiful flow. So just try this. Just sit, one leg, chop down. A heavy heel, boom, like an axe. Just lift up that leg and chop it down. One more. I'm going to switch legs here in a sec. Good, I'm going to switch legs now. Same thing. Now it could also help, if the axe idea doesn't help, think of it as kicking out in the direction that you want to go. So use your heel like a stomp. So I roll back, and now take your heel straight. Maybe that'll help with your body type. Kick it out straight. As you go back, it's like chambering, and then stomp that wall right in front of you. Stomp straight ahead and feel how that helps lift up your upper body. So chop or stomp yourself up. You feel that, right? Yeah. When we're on the ground more often, you'll find all these little tricks to help you move better. And really, you don't need a routine for this. I encourage you every day, when no one's looking maybe, just drop to the ground. Roll around, crawl around, have fun like you used to do. It's still in you. Admit it. It's fun. So you might as well take advantage of it. It's fun. All right, so now let's add a new idea. Let's add some kicks, because here's the big problem with this movement. Let's put it into a complete self-defense scenario now. Bad guy's coming. I'm trying to hold my ground. Let's say I do take a pop, I do get hit, and I go down. Boom. So I don't reach for the ground. I keep my hands up. I sit as fast as I can. Maybe I even fall to the side. If I now chop my leg and come right back up, where do I end up? Big trouble. Punch. Oh, I'm back down. Ugh. I chop back up. Oh, this might go on all day, and everyone will laugh. So we have to create some space so that it's safe for us to get up. And one of the best ways to do that is to kick them away. So that's the up kicks. We've done these before. So let's just add a couple of up kicks to what we're doing. Okay? So if I'm visualizing a bad guy right here, you're taking a shot or you got pushed, you slipped, sit, catch your head. Now immediately find out where the bad guy is. Now you don't have to keep holding your head. Now you got to bring your hands up, because they could be punching or kicking. So now I'm targeting the bad guy. Keep them away. Kick at the leg. Kick at the knee. Try to push them away. They don't want that. You might even use the big extended bumping type kick. Up, way up. But use these kicks. Throw a couple of those. Then put your hand up. Presumably you've just made some space. Back, back, back. Now I'm going to preserve that space with this hand. And now, here's the other new move. I'm going to take my whole body and use my feet to jump back. Okay? So, we've got two moves we need to practice here. Let's practice them. First, let's do a round of up kicks. So just get on your back right now. All right? Catch your head. Get there safely. Then put your hands up. Because the bad guy's there throwing punches down at you or trying to stomp you. So protect your head now from the front. Now that you're there, let's do some kicks. Go. Just start throwing some kicks. If you have something to aim at, great. Think about using the bottom of your foot. Push them away. Push them away. Okay? Remember, we don't want to just kick up like you're swimming or you're a little baby in a puddle. What? Who put a baby in a puddle? I meant a little bathtub. So don't flip your feet like this. Think about being long and strong with those legs and kick them away. All right? A little bonus tip as you're doing that, see if you can take your foot and turn it a bit, like an oblique kick, okay? Just so that you have a larger striking surface to try to hit their leg. The leg is pretty thin, yeah? So if you're kicking with a skinny foot against a skinny knee, it's easy to slide off. But if you can turn that foot a bit and make it a wider weapon, you'll have better luck hacking at their knees. Okay, finishing up there, those are the kicks. Now, once you've created that space, you've pushed them away from you with your feet, let's practice this jumping back. I'm just gonna call it a jump back. So again, I've sat down. I wanna get away from this bad guy. Use 2 feet to just jump back. Jump back. That's all. All right, you can start on that if you like. The key here is to not slide back. All right, I don't want you to get rug burn on your butt. That's weird and hard to explain. I'd like you to lift off a little bit. That's why I'm calling it a jump back, not a slide back. Use both of your feet and just feel that power of your legs moving your body away. All right? Depending on your space, you might find it easy just to jump, and then spin yourself around, and jump, and then spin yourself around, jump back, spin, jump, spin. Keep it going there. Good. If you need to take a breath, go ahead. You might see some people doing the same move with their legs crossed and doing kind of a 1-foot push. Today, I would like you to not do that. Remember, there are different styles and they have different reasons for doing things. For me, for basic self-defense, if I have to sit down and I'm in front of a bad guy here, I don't want to block one of my legs so that I can't kick with it. I'd like to keep both legs working, and when it's time for me to move, I would still like both legs in front, not crossed, so that if I get knocked down again, I still have two legs and all my options. If I start crossing up one leg, I could get stuck and get trapped. Some people are great at using their legs to grab and pull people in, but that's not what we're doing today. So keep your feet next to each other and just jump, jump, jump. A couple more of those, please. A couple more of those. You're gonna use this move a lot. So jump, jump, turn, keep a hand up always, because I'm always focused on that bad guy up there. So jump back, look up. Jump back, look up. One hand down, one hand up. That's your jump back. Okay? Great. Take a breath for a second. In fact, let's take a breath while we do a little V-sit. How about that? We're working these muscles. We're on the ground today, so it's a perfect time to do a V-sit. How about that? So here's what we'll do. Just sitting on your booty, sit up tall. Very nice. For a minute. That means I would like you to just be on your sit bones here. Pick up your feet, pick up your hands. Ready? Go. I'm not doing this alone, am I? Good. Now, for today, don't touch your legs. Don't touch the ground. You don't have to be fancy. Just find a balance in the middle. Just take a second to catch our breath here. Not so bad, is it? No, you're so strong. Give yourself the chance to prove to yourself how strong you are. Even if you only make it for 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Great. That's more than your lazy friend did today, so come on now, we're in training. Training to be our best. So again, try to stay up tall. Don't let your lower back hit the ground right now. 20 more seconds. Feet up, hands up, head up. Like you're blooming, like a rose. You're connected, rooted into the ground, and now you're just blooming forth. Let the world take in your splendor. Too much? Hey, I'm low on oxygen. And very good, that's your minute. Okay, back up. My beautiful rose. Did I call you a rose? Let's add one extra little element here. Sometimes, if you get popped in the face or you take a fall, when you go down, the bad guy doesn't just wait there for you to kick him. It's more likely that they're going to try to run around your legs and stomp you from the side or jump on top of you. So let's just add a little something I would call radar. When you take the fall, you're probably going to lose sight of where they are. So immediately after you catch your head, open your eyes, get your hands up, and try to find where they went. And then you can start your kicking. So let's just practice a radar movement with our legs. So, kind of like that V-sit. What? There was a reason for doing that? Yes, trust me. From here, we just fell, you caught your head. Now, immediately, get your shell up. Okay? Just like we did at the beginning today when we were just doing backward rolls. And then I said, why don't you keep your hands by your head? Great. After you catch your head, this is not going to hurt you anymore. Good. Now your hands come up. My elbows and my knees are close, just in case someone's already trying to stomp me or jump on top of me. Now from here comes the radar. Where did they go? Take your feet, keep your hands up, and just see if you can pivot around one way and the other. If you want to make a full circle, then go ahead. It's fun. Now, you'll find very quickly, I'm sure you already are, the flatter you are, the harder this is to move. Again, I don't want you to think about sliding around. We're pivoting. So as much as you can, find either those sit bones, that lower back, and you're just kind of rocking on that spot, and use your feet, light on your feet to give yourself a little push, a little momentum. Try to keep your head up off the ground. Don't drag your skull on the concrete. That's no good. Keep your hands up, always on guard. Okay? Having fun with that? That's fun, right? Look at all this fun. All right, let's combine all of these things. Are you ready? Take a big breath. Whew. I'm going to call this the fall up combo. Here's the idea. When you fall, if you focus on the falling, you're in big trouble. When you fall, if you focus immediately on getting back up, you'll have a better shot at fighting back and surviving. So let's just call this falling up, all right? As soon as I'm falling, I'm already thinking, how do I get back up? I'm not going to feel defeated just because I fell. That's not for us. We're warriors. The ground will not defeat me. The ground is my friend. So let's practice a full fall up combination. Let's talk it through and then we'll play with it. So let's start off. You're in your defensive stance. Hey, I don't want any trouble. And again, we're always presuming that I couldn't run, couldn't use my words, no one's helping me. And here I am, trying to protect myself. You take a shot, maybe, or you slip. So here comes the combo. 1, you start to sit, you catch your head. Immediately, you bring your hands back to the front and give yourself a shell, something that you can put in front of the bad guys. Now, you got to find the bad guys, so give yourself a little radar. Pretend he's over here. Now, long and strong kicks. Kick them away. Now that you've made some space, sit up into that space with your hand up. Look at what's going on. Look at your hand and jump back, and here we go. Take your hand in the back, put your knee there instead, and stand up where we started. Okay, so let's do that again. Stand strong. Here comes the fall. We sit, catch your head, shell up, put your elbows and knees up, kick, good, sit up, jump back, and now right from here, keep looking up, put your knee on the ground, and get your hand up, and get back to your feet. I skipped the radar, let's do one more, we'll add a little radar in there. Ready? Here we go. Stand strong, sit, catch your head, make a shell, good. Radar, where'd he go? There he is, kick, sit up, look at your hand, jump back, stand up, ready to go. That's the full fall up combo. Now, one last little exercise we can throw in here, the actual standing up. I'd like you to keep your eyes up and your hand up the whole time. You will see some people in other styles, they often practice getting up like this. They'll start from here, and then they'll put a hand to the floor, put their foot behind them, look away, head down, and then stand up. Now, if the bad guy is also on the ground with you, that can work out really well. You're here, they're tackled, you're trying to get on top, you're pushing their head down, you're putting your weight on them, and you can back out over here. Okay, that makes sense. But if the guy's standing, I don't want to do that. If I'm sitting here, I don't want to put my hand down, turn around, lose sight of where he is, expose my back, and then try to come all the way back. That's obviously bad news, right? So what I would like to do is I have my hand up, I've got my support back here, my hand is telling me where my knee would like to go, and ultimately where my foot's going to go, because that's just geometry. Hey. So from here, looking at them, looking at your hand, protect yourself, get your knee back to your hand so you have a knee. Now you're strong right from here. You can work into takedowns or strikes right from here, or kicks. Hey, from here. Now just put your foot where your knee is, and you're back to being strong. So let's just practice that, okay? Sit, one hand down, one hand up, look up, and feel where your hand is, and just go knee, foot, and then come back down. Knee, hand, knee, foot, knee, hand, knee, foot, knee, hand, knee, foot, knee, hand, knee, foot, knee, hand. Head up, keep going. It's very important, this move. You might have done such a great job of getting to the ground safely, kicking them away, and then right as you start to get back up, kicked in the face, kneed in the head, hit over the head with a brick. Can't have that. Can't have that. So you fall, you get back up, you make that space, look at your hand, get to your knee, get strong, and pop it back up. You got it? All right. So here's what we'll do. Let's just add a couple of our strikes from the other workouts, and we'll turn this into a full scenario now. Let's start off with something simple. How about this? Let's do a 1-2 combo. Boom. like we're winning, right? So back up, leave me alone, and bang, bang, we hit him with the 1-2. But he counters, he knocks us out here. Not knocks us out, knocks us down, and that's okay, we know what to do. So we'll do 1-2, then sit, catch your head, kick, 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 sit up, get up. And here we go, all right? Let's do it. So you're up. You're saying, hey, hey, leave me alone. You decide the time is right. 1-2, boom, you take a shot. Don't reach with your hand, reach with your butt. Down, shell, radar, kick, jump back, knee and up. You got it? Play with it, have fun with this. It's your fight. 1-2, ooh, got hit. Sit, catch my head, shell up, radar, where'd he go? Boom, boom, boom. Hand up, jump back, knee, foot, and I'm up. Good. Move around a little bit, have fun. This is fun. 1-2, sit, catch, shell, radar, kick, kick, kick. Hand up, jump back, knee, up. Good. One more. Have fun with that. 1-2, boom, boom. Get up, get up, get up. Good. Falling up. Make that your phrase. I fall up. I don't fall down. Let's add one more and then we'll wrap it up. Let's make this a spin first. Maybe you didn't take the first shot. Maybe they hit you, sucker punched you. So let's start with a spin. That's right, that's what I said. We'll start with a spin like you got hit, and then sit, catch your head. If you want to sit and roll to the side, and then come back to your radar. Fun, do that. And then etc., get back up. Throw the 1-2 at the end this time. Is that too much? Heck no, I'll do it slowly. Let's get started, here we go. You're talking your way out of this. You think, pow, you take a shot. So spin around, sit, catch your head, shell, kick, kick, kick. Get to your feet and jump back. Get to your knee and get up. All right, just keep going. I'll talk it through, but you've got this. So hey, you got your hands up. Trouble looks like it's go. Spin you around, sit, maybe even roll to your side. Hands up, where'd he go? Radar, radar. Kick, kick him away. Get your hand up, look up, watch where he's coming. Protect your head, get to your knee, hands up. Good. I'm gonna add that 1-2 at the end now, that's what I wanted. So keep moving, move, 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 move. Oh, here it comes, pow, they spin you around, sit. Roll to your side even, Shell up, radar, where'd he go? Kick, 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 nice. Jump back, get up and 1-2, cha-cha. Nice. I may have just said cha-cha. I'm not doing the cha-cha here, folks. My friend, don't be doing the cha-cha in the middle of your self-defense routine. Well, that's pretty cocky. Wasn't Bruce Lee a cha-cha champion, actually? Maybe that's the secret. Couple more, come on, have fun. Spin yourself around. Ooh, sit, roll. Yikes, I'm glad I protected my head there. Kick, kick, kick. Jump back, get up, 1-2. Nice. If you're adding a pivot to the end of this, then you're even super cooler than I am. Let's do that one more time. We'll do a spin, the fall up combo, 1-2, pivot, push, and that's pretty much the best thing I've ever seen. Ready, let's go. Here we go. Watch out for those chairs and couches. All right, boom, spin around. Whoa, sit. Down to your side even. Radar, where'd he go? Hands up. Kick, kick, kick. Nice. Jump back. Get up. 1-2, pivot, and push. Woo-wee. That's some good stuff right there. All right, take a breath. Just bounce a little bit. Catch your breath. Oh, that's nice. Feel the connection now between your feet and the floor. Whee! Very nice. Now we're going to break that down. Come on down to your knee. Come on down to your butt. And let's just sit for a moment, catch our breath. Whew, very nice. I know we covered a lot of different elements in this session, but they're going to be coming back again and again. Okay, I'm just introducing these things. We'll get better at them as we go. No matter what, I think it's fun though, right? The big idea for today, please remember, falling does not mean failing. That will really mess with your head if that's the way you think. It's also important to know that failing is not the same as losing. We just get brainwashed as adults. As children, you crawl. The earth is your friend. You make mistakes. You learn. You never learn more quickly than when you're a child, right? You can learn languages. You learn motor skills. You learn so much in such a small period of time. And then the brakes start getting applied. We don't want that to happen. I'm not saying you'll always have the same capacity as a child does, but we will maximize our potential if we can remove the obstacles. One of those obstacles is the fear of falling. One of those obstacles is the fear of failing. No. It's actually childish to think that way, oddly. Please remember that your mistakes are your lessons. The mistakes are your teachers. Every time you get up, you are smarter, wiser, tougher, braver. Every time you stay down, well, that's the opposite. Consider that ultimately, you're not just on the ground, you will probably end up in the ground. So it's a good idea to get as comfortable with this ground, perhaps your eternal resting place, or at least for a long time, as soon as we can. Make the ground your friend. Welcome back, Mother Earth. She's got your back. And never think about falling down. Only think about falling up. I hope that all makes sense. How about one more big breath? Make that neck strong, the way we started. Very good. And until I see you next time, smiles up, my friend. Let that smile be your shield and your sword. Keep fighting for a happy life.